Good morning, everyone. This is New Moon Child. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the blood moon that happened on Tuesday. That actually happened from Monday to Tuesday morning. And I did a little bit of research because I was very curious as to, what does the blood moon means in different cultures? What does it actually mean, correct? We hear about it, but maybe a lot of us don't know what is it about, okay? So I did a little bit, I'm going to briefly talk about some of the beliefs that's been in existence for, I don't know who long, like, who knows, like maybe 300 years or more. Most likely more. But anyhow, for the blood moon, it means something different for different cultures. Like for example, one of them is the ancient Incas. They believed the blood moon was an omen related to death, and they also had the belief that it will be an opportunity to overthrow the king of the Incas. For some Native American tribes, not all of them, believe that the blood moon meant that the moon needed care. I don't know what that actually means, but some of the tribes believe in that. The Islamic cultures view the blood moon as a time for special prayers, so I'm assuming that they're doing some specific prayers only during that time period of the blood moon. And the Christian believes, based on the Bible's prophecy, it means that the end of the days are near after a multitude of other eclipses right after the blood moon. So those are some of the beliefs that, a lot of cultures view it. Some may see it as a good thing, others may see it as a bad thing. It all depends of your belief system. Now, I'm going to talk about what is the actual spiritual meaning of the blood moon. For the spiritual, for pagans, for, spirituality, for those who doesn't follow a specific religious belief system. So for the spiritual meaning of the blood moon is the opening of our path to explore our darker side. It's an opportunity for us to explore our emotions, based on rage, based on grief, and also based on some sort of shame. I think that what we've been seeing it for this week after, this blood moon occur, there's been a multitude of events that has happened. In my case, what I've seen in my profession, there's been a lot of car accidents. As a matter of fact, there was one in the corner of my house. Unfortunately, someone passed away, and also during my work as a safety professional, there's been a multitude of car accidents, employees being hit by a car. I see a lot of people running the red light, not paying attention. I don't know if a lot of us were too occupied with our rage that it's pretty much making us not being aware of our surroundings. So I really I really ask for everybody just to step back and reevaluate what is that rage coming from. Maybe there's some imbalances that you need to work on. In the spiritual meaning is like the Chinese symbol of the yin and the yang, the light, the dark, the masculine, the feminine energy, the action and the rest. So I think there has to be some sort of balance in our life, and the reason why there's some things that we have to release of our life. Maybe there's some sort of grief that's it's taking over your life, and you're not moving forward. It's not helping you moving forward. It feels like it's holding you back from your truth self. So this is what the blood moon means. So I know for some people it may feel very uncomfortable to sit in the shadows and to sit in the dark, in the dark and do reflection. But I think it is very important for you to do so, because maybe there are things there that you're going to realize that there's certain things that you're doing that's keeping you in a cycle, in the same loop. And the only way for you to get out of it is to be honest to yourself and release that. Okay, so what's very interesting is that the blood moon, it happened in the sign of Virgo. Virgo usually screams, everything needs to be organized, everything has to be under control, everything needs to be tidy. Well, guess what? The blue moon screams chaos. It's like, why everything has to be so organized? Why everything has to be a certain way, So the blood moon is not here to help you fix any issues that you have. Absolutely not. What is here is to show you what happens when you stop trying to control the outcomes. So that means that there's going to be a lot of dramatic changes in your life. That means there's going to be a lot of endings in your life. It's kind of like, you know that you needed to end something, but you're not doing anything about it, and the blood moon is here, it's here, or the universe is here to tell you, I'm going to do it for you, because you're not seeing that this habits that we have, that we've established throughout the years for XYZ reasons, it's not working for you. It's holding you back from your truth self. So for those of you who has had, really hard lessons, really hard revelations, really harsh endings, I think it's time for you to step back and think about as to why it ended. Whether you like it or not, there's some cycles that needs to end. That's the whole purpose of an eclipse. Eclipse, what it does is just like takes things out of your life that doesn't even need to be there, or it's long overdue. Okay, so this is what it means. So being in the sign of Virgo, that could be extremely challenging, especially if you're a Virgo and you have to have everything controlled. You need to know what the outcomes are. The moon is like, no, it's not going to happen. No, we need to remove this in order for you to have a better outcome. So at the end of all of this cycle that we're going through, you're going to realize as to why it was removed. And I think you're going to show more of appreciation as to why it happened. As of now, it's not fun for everybody. It's very challenging. But I think that it is time for us to step back, reevaluate our emotions, reevaluate why we're so angry, reevaluate why we're holding on so much grief. It doesn't have to be a loss of a family. It could be like anything, It's like, why am I holding on to things that no longer means anything to me? And it could be an item, it could be a furniture. It could be like decluttering your house. It's like, why do I have this? I'm not wearing this. Why am I holding on to it? So it's time to let things go slowly. Be patient. It's a very interesting energy. For some of us that we like to have things in control. It's going to create a lot of chaos within yourself. But I think that it is, instead of like fighting against it, I think you need to try to understand it as to why you're going through what you're going through. So that's what I have for the blood moon. It's pretty straightforward. As you can see, it could be a positive or negative thing. It all depends on what kind of journey you're in your life. Okay. So I'm going to go over all the 12 zodiac signs and what are the messages that I have for you, and try to find ways to how to cope with this chaotic energy that we're all going through. Make sure that you check your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus, or any other placements of your chart where the zodiacs, where you have the signs at. Sometimes your sun, moon could be in Aries, but your rising sun is in Aquarius, and you're like, what, the Aquarius makes more sense than the Aries. It all depends. The messages that I have here for everybody, it could be you're currently going through it, or maybe you're going to start seeing it in the near future, not too far from now. But just keep in mind that be patient, take it easy. Anger, think things twice. Be aware of there's other people around you. Maybe your actions can hurt other people. And then you're going to, and I hate to see some of you being stuck in a situation that you really don't want to be stuck into. Okay. So I'm going to start with Pisces because it is still Pisces season. So for Pisces, what I have for you is let go of which is falling away. There are things, it could be things, places, or person, whatever it is. Things are starting to fall away because it's like it's not meant for you anymore. So just let it go. I know for Pisces, they invest a lot of time, in people. They're very nurturing, they're very caring, but there's some people, they do take advantage of that. So if you feel like some relationship, friendships, or family members, or any other dynamics, it's like being strained or things are falling away, don't fight to keep it together. It is meant for you to just let it go. And there is a message that it is time to focus on yourself. Focus on your goals, focus on your dreams, focus on your career, focus on your home life, or focus on your family. There's a strong sense of you need to, all that energy that you put out to people that you're always helping, I think it's time for you to take that energy back and focus on yourself because it's very important. Okay? All right. The next zodiac sign is Aries. Aries, take some time out to pamper yourself, you know? I think that you've been so focused on your career that, you know, you're forgetting to take time for yourself. Get a massage, get your nails done, get your hair done. I don't know, whatever it is that makes you happy. I think now is a time for you to do it. Book the massage. Don't procrastinate. You need it. Um, and I think it's time for you to get clear on what you value the most to live in peace. Okay? I hope that makes sense for you. Taurus, you're overthinking too much about the details of your dilemma. Um, Taurus is an earth sign and it's a fixed sign. So, you know, maybe you're nitpicking on the outcome of this. Maybe you're nitpicking, you're overthinking about this dilemma. You're overthinking, and it's like, it's not important. Whatever the outcome it is, the weather it is, whatever comes out, it's meant to be that way. Okay? I think that it's time for you to be a little bit more adventurous. So I think it's time for you to plan for a vacation. And don't worry too much about the details. It's like, you know, like for example, book a vacation, just go there and have no specific plan. It's like, you know, go with it's like, okay, you know, I'm gonna, you know, visit the beach. Oh, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. You know, don't focus too much on the detail. It's very overwhelming you. It's just like be a little bit more adventurous. Not everything has to be planned the way you want to. Okay. For Gemini, this is a very nice one. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. Um, there's people that you have to get rid of your life. That's what I'm. That's what I'm. The message that I'm getting is like you have to get rid of things. Clutter, people that you know don't believe that you can make it. Negative thoughts, negative people, family dynamics. It's just like, just wipe everything out of your life. You know, just because there's a new beginning coming. There is a new beginning starting. There's something new coming in your way. So I think it's just use this energy to wipe everything out that does not help you. Okay. Now, I'm going to the next one, Cancer. Cancer, what I have for you is that you need to be adaptable to the changes that are currently experiencing. And there's a need for you to let go of control. Cancer, when there's changes coming into your life, sometimes it's not what we want or what we think it will be. But I think there's an opportunity for you to be adaptable to it, you know, maybe adapt to those changes because there's something there that you probably are missing. There's something that the universe is probably gifting you that is more better than what you're projecting. Like for example, it's like I want this and this is how I want it, and the universe is like, no, there's something different. You know, maybe you need to change the ways your outlooks. Maybe you have to change something in what you're projecting, because I think there is something way better that's coming in, but you're just so focused on this that you're not seeing it. So with this blood moon, it's kind of be like, yeah, you know, I don't think this is a good idea. This is a better idea. So be adaptable. You know, don't be too rigid about it. Let go of control. Adapt to these changes because I think it's going to be very beneficial for you. All right, Leo, don't even think about giving up. Things will or are happening in your favor. So Leo, I know that for some of my Leos, they've been having a very challenging time. They're going through a lot, but don't give up because any changes that you've taken or actions that you've taken, or for those that are going to take any actions, don't give up. There's a little bit of a delay, Remember, we still have Mercury retrograde all the way to the 20th of this month. So yes, there's going to be a little bit of delay, but don't give up, because once that Mercury goes direct, full on speed. All right, full on speed. Take the action. Um, everything is the universe. Everything's conspiring you into your favor. So don't give up. It's like, we have little glitches here and there, even with technology, as we know. So just be patient. Now is not the time to give up, because you're almost on the finish. You're almost on the finish line. Okay. For Virgo, you need to face a fear and get over it. Stop obsessing about the past. Some of you are probably obsessing about the past, about someone that did something to you, or traumas. And I'm not saying, you know, some trauma things that's happened, and you're like obsessed about it. It's like it's kind of like you're trying to move into the future, holding on or obsessing about something or someone. I have a feeling that there's an obsession about someone, that you're so obsessed, or someone that did you wrong, and you're just like playing everything safe. You have to face that fear, and and I know this is going to be very challenging for Virgos, especially this is happening in your sign. I think now is the time for you to sit back. Don't make any change. Don't try to move forward with any projects or with anything that you're looking forward to if you're still obsessing about certain things that happened in the past. I think it's very imperative for you to let it go and release that, because I feel like it's holding you back. It's really holding you back, and the energies, I feel like the energies are very heavy, so just let it go. All right, for Libra, it's pretty straightforward. You're going through a rebirth. This gives me like Scorpio energy, death and rebirth. Libra, it's not all unicorns and rainbows. I know you're going through it. It's very difficult. Transformations are difficult. Trust me, I'm a Scorpio, and I'm a stellium Scorpio, so I'm the Scorpio. So I know how difficult transformations are, but hang on tight. You have to go through it, no matter how hard it is, because it's going to take you to the light. It's going to take you away from the darkest and take you right directly to the light. Okay, so hang on in there. You're doing fine. Trust me, you're doing fine. You have to go through this. For Scorpio, stop trying so hard. There's two messages here for Scorpio, for different Scorpios. Stop trying so hard to make things work. Let it go. Let go of the people pleasing. Let go of trying to convince people that, not that you're right or wrong, like trying to open their eyes to the truth. You have to stop trying. There's people that don't want to. And that's something that you have to take in consideration, that we're here to help, but it's not a responsibility to carry their cross. Okay? It's not. Everybody here has a journey, and everybody has the responsibility to do their transformations and to make the necessary changes, but stop trying. Let it go. My second message is letting go of something and moving on. Letting go, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be people. It doesn't have to be trauma. It could be like tangible material things. Maybe, you want to repaint your house, you want to redecorate, and you want to buy new stuff, and and you're like holding on to things, to sentimental values. It's okay to let it go. It's okay, because we're constantly changing, transformation, changing, shedding out our old skin, creating a new path, creating a new skin, creating a new personality. We're constantly changing. So decorate the house the way you want to match your personality, right? If you feel it's like, oh, I'm not feeling good here, just let it go. Let it go and move on. I mean, no judgment there, okay? For Sagittarius, there's two messages here for Sagittarius, for two different Sagittarius. For one of them, a friendship may be ending now. That's okay. We outgrow friends. Maybe it doesn't have to be something very negative when a friendship is ending, because I've had friendships that only lasted maybe 6 months or a year. They were there temporarily, maybe for me to help them, or maybe they're there just to help me about something. You know, that's okay. It's if it's ending, it's ending. New friends are gonna come in. For another Sagittarius, I think a lot of you are focused on your ego. You have to be careful with them. Self-esteem is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, but vanity is not. Everyone is equally important, so just keep that in mind. Okay? For Capricorn, your success is close, it's there, but don't ignore the obvious. Okay? Um, there's a lot of opportunities coming to you that it's going to help you launch like a business, a personal business, or it's going to help you change your career path. But don't ignore the obvious. Maybe you have to be, maybe you're so focused in one direction, and maybe there's a little bit of roadblocks there, and maybe the universe is trying to do this to you, because keep in mind that nothing is linear. In order for you to reach the goal, it doesn't mean you have to go on a straight line. You're going to have to create some deviations, because there's other things that's blocking you, and perhaps you can go around it. Don't ignore the obvious. And also, one of the things that it's really highlighted here, don't let your emotions get the best out of you, because you're so focused on one direction and something comes in the way, like to deviate you. Don't let those emotions get the best of you, because you can burn bridges. And once you burn those bridges, then you won't be able to reach your goal, and you're going to throw that success that's coming to you away. So watch out with your temper. And last but not least, Aquarius. Aquarius, there's a big emphasis in spending time with your family. I think there's a child involved here that perhaps you're not spending time with. It could be a small child, or it could be an adult child. And I think you need to reach out, reconnect, and heal whatever healing that needs to happen. You need to spend more time with your family. It is okay to allow to get closer to other people. Okay, because I know Aquarius, they tend to be a little bit more detached. But I think this is now the time to reconnect with family and spend time with family. Okay, this is all I have for all the 12 zodiac signs. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.